What if everything you thought you knew about the Church was only half the story? Hidden deep within the Vatican's labyrinth of ancient documents lies a secret so profound it could shake the very foundation of faith. At its heart is the Black Mary, an icon revered for centuries but deliberately obscured by those in power. For generations, questions have lingered. Why is this depiction of the Virgin Mary so different? Why was it hidden from public view? And, most shockingly, what role has Pope Francis played in keeping this secret in the shadows until now? In an unprecedented move, Pope Francis has broken his silence, but his revelation has raised even more questions. Why now? And why does this story seem to be wrapped in layers of conspiracy, cover-ups, and power struggles? Stay with us as we unravel the chilling mystery of the Black Mary, uncovering truths that some would rather stay buried forever. The Black Madonna, often referred to as the Black Mary, has a history that predates the modern Church. Her depictions can be found in sacred art, statues, and icons scattered across Europe, Asia, and Africa. These dark-skinned representations of the Virgin Mary have captivated the faithful for centuries, yet they are unlike the familiar, fair-skinned images we see in most churches today. Why is this? To understand, we must look back to the earliest days of Christianity. In the ancient world, depictions of divine figures often reflected the people who worshipped them. In regions like North Africa, the Middle East, and Southern Europe, dark-skinned representations of Mary symbolized her connection to the earth, to wisdom, and to ancient goddesses that predated Christianity. For early Christians, the Black Madonna was a unifying figure, bridging the old and the new, the sacred and the human. But as Christianity spread and consolidated power, the Church began to shift its narrative. By the time of the Middle Ages, the Church had become closely aligned with European monarchies, whose influence demanded a more Eurocentric image of the divine. The Black Madonna, with her deep connections to diversity and inclusivity, became a threat to the established order. Slowly but surely, her image was hidden, her history rewritten, and her story silenced. The suppression of the Black Madonna wasn't an accident. Historical records show a deliberate effort to erase her from the Church's public narrative. During the Inquisition, many Black Madonna statues and icons were destroyed or locked away in secret chapels. The reasoning given was often vague, citing heretical associations or fears of idolatry. But behind these justifications lay a deeper motive: the Church's desire to present a unified, Eurocentric version of Christianity that aligned with the political powers of the time. For example, in the 15th century, during the height of the Renaissance, Church officials ordered the removal of dozens of Black Madonna statues from public view. Many of these statues were said to possess miraculous powers, healing the sick, protecting villages from disasters, and even appearing to believers in visions. Yet their very existence was considered a threat to the Church's authority. Why? Because their origins and symbolism pointed to a truth that was too inconvenient to acknowledge: the universality of faith beyond borders, races, and creeds. Fast forward to today. For decades, the Vatican has maintained its silence on the Black Madonna, offering little explanation for her mysterious history. That is, until Pope Francis took the stage in a stunning historic address. Known for his progressive stance on many issues, Pope Francis has often been seen as a reformer, a man willing to challenge the status quo. But even his most ardent supporters were unprepared for what he would reveal. Standing before a global audience, the Pope spoke of the Church's hidden history and the need to confront its mistakes. He described the Black Madonna as a symbol of inclusivity, representing a vision of faith that transcends divisions. He admitted that the Church had, in the past, deliberately suppressed her image out of fear of her true origins, her deep connection to marginalized communities, and her challenge to patriarchal norms. But here's where the mystery deepens. Pope Francis did not offer a full explanation for why the Black Mary was hidden. His speech was filled with vague references to ancient misunderstandings and complex histories. He acknowledged the need for transparency, but stopped short of revealing the full truth. Why? To understand the deeper layers of this mystery, we must consider the role of secret societies and hidden networks within the Church. Throughout history, groups like the Knights Templar, the Cathars, and other esoteric orders have been linked to the Black Madonna. These groups revered her not just as an icon of faith, but as a symbol of hidden knowledge and divine wisdom. Some historians believe that these secret societies saw the Black Madonna as a representation of the divine feminine, a sacred force that balances the masculine energy of traditional theology. This concept was deeply threatening to the Church's patriarchal hierarchy, which sought to maintain its authority through rigid doctrines. Could it be that the Black Madonna's suppression was part of a larger effort to erase these alternative spiritualities? And where does Pope Francis fit into this narrative? Some theorists argue that his revelation was not an act of transparency, but a calculated move to control the narrative. By addressing the Black Madonna on his terms, he could preempt further scrutiny while keeping the Church's deepest secrets intact. Perhaps the most chilling aspect of this story lies in the prophecies associated with the Black Madonna. In certain apocryphal texts and oral traditions, the Black Mary is linked to a time of great upheaval, a period when the Church will face its greatest trials. These prophecies speak of a leader who will rise during this time, claiming to bring reform, but whose actions will reveal deeper intentions. Some believe that Pope Francis's actions align eerily with these predictions. His progressive reforms have been celebrated by many, but critics argue that they mask a more complex agenda. Could his decision to reveal the Black Madonna's story be part of a larger strategy to reshape the Church? And if so, to what end? The story of the Black Madonna is far from over. Pope Francis's revelation has brought her back into the spotlight, but it has also raised more questions than it has answered. Why was she hidden for so long? What does her story tell us about the Church's past and its future? And most importantly, what else might be hidden within the Vatican's vaults, waiting to be uncovered? As we delve deeper into this mystery, it's up to us to demand the truth. The Black Madonna represents more than just a historical icon. She is a symbol of resilience, unity, and the power of hidden truths. Her story challenges us to question what we are told and to seek answers for ourselves. The Black Madonna is no longer hidden, but her secrets remain. Pope Francis's revelation has opened the door, but the full truth is still out of reach. What role will you play in uncovering it? If this story has sparked your curiosity, if you believe the world needs to know the truth, don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. Together, we can bring the hidden stories of our faith into the light.